Hello, I'm Edward from Obsidian Control Systems. Let's take a look at recording a cue list in ONYX. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a lighting state that I want to record. So I'm going to go and say 101 through full to get my my front light there. I'm going to go and use one of my position palettes that I recorded, and I'm going to go and pop those fixtures in a warm colour there. So I'm going to go and put them in a warm, and with these fixtures they have a colour crossfade between colour mixing and colour temperature. So I'm going to set those fixtures to colour temperature, and let's cool them down a touch. Something like that. So I'm just going to have that as my very, very simple first cue, which brings on our front light. So I'm going to go and tap the record button, and I'm then going to go and record this onto Playback Fader 10. And from the pop-up, I'm going to go and say that I want to record this as a cue list. Now, once I've done that, if I go to my cue list values window, we can see in here, there we go. There is our first cue recorded in. And what we can now do is go ahead and start making the next cue. So in our programmer, we have purple values, which means we have manually adjusted data, but we have then gone in and recorded it somewhere. And so we have inactive purple values in the programmer. So what we're going to do now, well, I'm going to go ahead and put a gobo in these fixtures now. I'm also going to get rid of our color temperature control and go back to color control, and I'm going to put them in a color. And I'm happy with that. That's going to be my next cue. So I'm going to record that as my second cue. I've got a couple of options to do that. First option is I could type the syntax in record cue to enter, just like I've done there. Or really helpful shortcut to be aware of, if you double tap record, it will record the next available cue number into the currently selected cue list. So that's a helpful one to know. In fact, I'll do that now. Well, let's have a final cue number 3, which is a blackout. So I'm going to go and say at 0 enter. And this time, just like I said, I'm going to go and do a record, and that will record the next available cue. So if we go to our cue list values now, there we go. We can see our 3 cues have been recorded in, and they've been recorded with the default fade time of 2.5 seconds. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to double tap clear to get rid of all of those inactive values from the programmer. I'm going to expand my faders window, and I'm going to press go on cue list 3. And we'll see there that we fade into Q1. Press go again. We're then going to fade into Q2. Now we're doing that because of the default fade times on the console. And actually in this cue, maybe I want it to be a snap. I want to snap instantly into cue number 2. So I'm going to enable edit mode in the cue list values window. Click on the time I want to edit, and say 0 enter to set that fade time to 0. So what I can do now is let's go back into Q1. There's our Q1. Press our go button, and we snap into Q2. And if I press my go button again, Q3 has also got that default fade time of 2.5 seconds, and so will fade out over that amount of time. If I wanted Q3 to automatically follow cue number 2, I could change the trigger to follow, and then I could set a wait time. So I could go and set a wait time of 5 seconds, for example. So now I'm going to press my go button. There's our Q1 that we recorded earlier. Press my go button, we snap into Q2, and automatically 5 seconds after that, because of our follow, we can then trigger Q3. To label our cues, I can go and click on a cue name, and I'm going to go and call this first one front light. And I'm going to go and label cue number 3 as blackout. so that we can start to label all of our cues so we can easily keep track of what is where. So that is the fundamentals of recording a cue list into ONYX. And on the right hand side, you can see what values are recorded in each of your cues.